Welcome to Yaungauya. In this video we will have a look to the PIKO standard power pickup wheels and to what I did myself. These ones are brilliant, I like them, but they're expensive. And I managed to do something very similar, literally half price. So that's the assembled device. It looks quite similar to what PIKO made, and I did copy the wheel profile. As you can see, it spins very well. Yeah, so let's have a look to assembly. It's really very quick. It took less than a minute to actually assemble the wheel pair. So the bill of materials is fairly simple. 2 wheel blanks, 2 bearings, some 3D printed parts, axle, and some extra materials for power pickup. So the axle is, I believe, 70 millimeters, well, nearly good enough, I would say. So it is a standard size of the PIKO and LGB axles. So here I'm assembling the carrier, which made of 3D printed parts. Why it's made of 3 parts? Because that's easier to print. I do need to print them in correct orientation, so dimensions are correct, and that's why there is 3 parts. Could be 1, but unfortunately FDM printing it's not very good to maintain. Not very good to maintain exact sizes to hundreds of millimeters if orientation is not right. So basically, yeah, that's the carrier assembly. So the axle is inserted, and now we can assemble wheels and put the wheels to the carrier. Relatively straightforward, yeah. So we get the bearings installed into the wheels, and here again I did make mistake. I did not specify H7 tolerance for the bearing seating, so it's very easy to insert it, but it's also easy to remove it. So I use this tool to actually fix it in the place, and that solved the issue. Could be a disaster, because it was something about €200 for 20 blanks, and if it wasn't fixable, that will be expensive paperweight. I do add a little bit of light Singer oil, because again, whatever lubricant is in these bearings, it's a little bit too thick, and here we need a very free rotation. So yeah, basically, yeah, we're removing the extra oil, and after that we are ready to install the conductors. Basically, the concept is very simple. Electricity will flow via wheel blank to the bearing, and from the bearing to the power pickup pin on the carrier. And here I'm installing a very thin brass conductor, so basically to connect bearing to a power pickup pin. As you can see, the tolerances are pretty good, so it can be assembled manually, but it does not falls apart, but it's also fairly easy to put together, so I don't need any tools for that. And it works pretty well. I did test it already, so yeah, it stays where it needs to stay. As you can see, the full assembly process is relatively straightforward and relatively quick. It's probably about 1 minute for pair. Of course, it's not first pair. It took me a little bit longer to assemble the very first one, but since workflows are established, it's actually very easy to do. I did printed this tool to make sure that gauge is correct, However, the carrier itself kind of set the gauge, so it's maybe unnecessary. But I do like print tools, so that's why. And finally, we are preparing the power pickup rods. So yeah, basically the last step is to install them. That's pretty much it. It's all assembled without any glue or screws or anything. It's all press fit. But I think for that purpose it's probably right approach. Because why to make it more complex than needed? So yeah. Here we have power pickup pins cut to the size, and that's the end of assembly. As you can see, it rotates pretty freely, and yeah, that's the end of the process. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe.